What up, Bo? You doing good, son?
It's real good.
Oh, big man. What you doing? Having dinner. Okay.
How are you, sir?
Good.
Not really,
What's that? Yeah.
What does it?
How you
You
doing?
all right?
Pretty good, pretty good.
I reckon. I was kind of thinking of that too.
No, we actually might need you right there in the front seat. That's where they want you at, bro.
You wanna sit in that front seat?
That's probably where they want you at.
You don't want to. You don't.
That's usually where, this is usually the hot
Hey,
seat.
right there in the hot seat in the middle, brother.
Alright.
Well, whenever we get ready for you anyway.
Can she record?
She look like the electric chair.
What's that?
Good Lord.
Is it summer yet?
Huh?
Is it summer yet?
Bro, I got a biker give me a piece of candy while ago.
Oh, that. I thought you was talking about the weather.
Ask him where it come from.
It looks like there's a
That's right
problem.
outside your office in that little ball wire.
That's special, Kenny.
I know it's special. Like that special news you give me and him Rick a while ago. I'm gonna go see Sarah. It ain't right.
I'm recording. I'm recording. If you want me to take notes as well.
Mark's not here.
Yes. If you won't click it.
I know him.
Is this meeting at 3 or 3:30?
What's his name? Darryl Gillum was the worst about tweaking him make fans during the meeting. Huh? He's pretty mad. Hannah's pretty mad about it. I thought, old Charles House.
This meeting's at 3, right?
Hey, Mr. Rep.
They ready to start now.
How you doing? You call that woman down there?
If you're watching on Facebook,
You have your note.
my battery is almost dead,
She said you was
and
ready.
I can't get it to
Get
charge.
your
So
road, Rick.
I probably will have to cut this off before the meeting is over, but I'll go as long as I can.
We, need a secretary.
There's secretary.
What time?
The thing was changed to where Commissioner Brewer was.
Commissioner Brewer's gonna do
The
it.
mayor said that I could take the minutes.
That settles everything right there.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
you call the roll, sir.
Rick Brewer,
You.
Mark DeWitt, Dawson Fields,
Present.
Mike Correll, Tom Kern,
Present.
Charlie Thacker,
Here.
and Sybil Von Trent. Mr. Chairman, we have 5 members present constituting a quorum.
I need a motion to approve the minutes from our April 10th meeting we had. That's the last one we had since then.
I read them, and I don't remember.
I'll make a motion. I don't remember anything saying that, but would.
Do I hear a second?
I second.
Motion second, everybody. All, on the, motion, any opposed? Motion passes. On the order of business today, we need to discuss the hoppers and also hopefully try to work out some other kind of schedule for Carter's Valley at 113. Hopefully, because we'll get into that in a minute. I'll explain a little bit. Well, it is Friday afternoon, Saturdays, those two convenience stations, they fill up real quick. Then we're not open on, the landfill's not open on Saturday, and then we're closed on Mondays. So that creates a major problem right here in the weekend, during the weekend. Carter's Valley, and I guess 113 too. John, you know more than I, maybe Mike. Does it fill up pretty good on the weekends? 113 over there?
They're supposed to be empty on Friday afternoon, my understanding, before they go home. But they're still filling up on Saturdays, so yes.
Rock Hill fills up pretty fast too.
Yeah, well, Carter's Valley, it does real bad too. Anyway, Mike, we'll get into that later in a few minutes. About the hoppers, and I guess, you all know as much about them as I do. I know there's, what is there, 4 put on?
There's currently 4 on there, yes. We have nine new compactors that require some attention of some sort.
Well, I'll open the floor for discussion. I was thinking, you know, when we met, that we decided we didn't want hoppers put on, and we were rewiring those to where, you know, that they could be manually operated, to where it would be safe for the convenience station operator to work those without those hoppers being put on. So, and we chose not to put those on that can that we've got down at recycling. And, but anyway, I'll leave it open for discussion.
My question, I guess, would be, how come we're putting the hoppers on?
Well, we've got an issue, folks. We've got 9 new compactors that require us to be in compliance with ANSI. Currently,
Come up here, get up here, please.
Currently, when the operators are pushing the button, the compactors are moving. It's not a dead man switch or a push to hold or a push to run button. That's not the way it's set up right now. So, as I looked at the situation, and I kind of came in after the hopper discussions, and I really thought it was a monetary issue. I mean, we're talking about $30,000 for the hoppers that we didn't use, okay? I saw an issue where we are not in compliance, and if somebody gets hurt, the county's gonna be writing a big check. So I set out, and as I told the mayor, I didn't intend to ruffle any feathers, but I thought I came up with a good solution at 1/6 the cost of the $30,000 hoppers we've got down there. That would allow us to operate the compactors the way they're set up now. Now, if we go currently to be in compliance, we've got 3 different ways we can do that, okay? We can go to a true dead man switch, which is a hold to run. And I understand, I think that's what everybody thinks we're at. But the fact is if you see that guy hit that button and the compactor's running, that's not where we're at. So we can go to that. The second thing is we can put an interlock gate on it, which is an electrical gate that has to be shut before the compactor runs normally. Or we can put the wings on there, which total 84 inches in height and width. X plus Y has to be 84 inches or greater. And we can operate the compactor. The convenience center operator can push the button. The compactor can operate the way it normally should. The convenience center operator is then free to direct traffic, do what he needs to do, clean up the property, help people with their trash. But if we set it up on a straight hold to run or a dead man switch, we're going to be having to look at adding people to help some of these, especially our more busy convenience centers. The cost of one of those hoppers is $467. At minimum wage, that gives me 8 days of help. That's how 8 days in part-time labor is what I would be allowed for that same $467. So, like I said, I didn't set out to cause problems. I saw an issue and tried to figure out the best way to handle it. I understand better now. I should have brought more people in and talked about it. But currently, I guess it's up to you folks. We've got a choice to make. Do we want to go to the hold run button, hire additional people, continue with the hoppers, which will allow the compactor to cycle, we can set it up to cycle 2 or 3 times. After one pushes the button and free up the operator to do what he needs to be doing. Or we can put an interlock gate on there, which I didn't even research because it's clearly a more expensive option than what I've looked into.
I was thinking that all of them were set up and we had them all rewired back last fall to hold the run.
That may be the case, I don't know. All I know is when I visit the sites and watch the operator operating the equipment, it's not the case.
And Rick, wasn't that what, do you all feel that that's what we were?
That's what we were told.
Gonna rewire those
They
for?
were supposed to be rewired, and I don't know, I can call one operators right now and find out if it's that way or not.
You don't have to. I went to 113 yesterday. Theirs is, they gotta hold it to make it go in, they gotta hold it to make it go back.
And as long as it's that way, it's OSHA compliance, what we was told in the November meeting.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, I was at 113 yesterday as well, measuring for a building, and theirs was operating, push the button, it would run.
Well, they must have took it loose before I got there. 'Cause I
They
watched,
may have, I don't know.
now, sitting in the building, they hold the button until it goes in and comes all the way back. And if they take their finger off, it stops.
And that's the way it should operate. I'm just telling you that in my travels to all the convenience centers, they're not all set up like that.
Did you go back to make sure they didn't have it rigged
I'm
up?
sorry,
Did you check the buttons, make sure they ain't got them rigged up to work that way?
I've looked at them. I don't know how to rig them. I don't know anything about
Well,
electronics.
I know in the past, they stuck paper in there to hold the button on the outside.
Yeah, and just as it hadn't had your finger on it, they just jam up the,
Jam
in between the
it up.
thing there, so it'll hold
Yeah.
itself, you know, you don't, physically,
You know, I thought that's the way it was, that
I
you had
didn't
to
see
hold
that.
that button while the push in and brought it back out.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what my understanding was, that's, as of last November, that's the decision we made, wasn't it, Rick?
And the
That
guys,
they be,
and the guys that put them in, I mean, they agreed to hook them back up on that point of doing it that way. Cause they come in here, I think Mark Linkous was the director, I can't remember when they come. But it was 2 guys come from Kentucky or somewhere and talked to us about it, and they said that as long as they had to hold the button, they'd hook them back up inside the building.
that's what we thought they were doing. It would hold to run.
Again, it's not what I saw when I visited the site, so.
Well, I promise you one thing, John, you're the director, and I think you've done a good job overall, you've done a good job. On a decision like this, it would have been best, this man right here has asked you, I've heard him ask you several times, or he tell me, we ain't got nothing to meet about. You know, we should have had a meeting and discussed this before it was done. And I understand you already know that, and that's water under the bridge. But, you know, we voted in November, and we had a big, long discussion about it, whether or not it was OSHA compliant. We had that main man that sold us those hoppers, $29,000 on that they're gonna cost on the telephone. And he admitted that they was already OSHA compliant the way that they were, as long as it's line of sight and there's a push and hold button.
Yeah.
And, you know, we voted at that time to not put the hoppers on there because those hoppers was a whole lot higher than what you're talking about. And we were having, you know, it was rendering it useless to hire the people and bring the garbage because they couldn't get it in there. And I understand about the part-time people, these busy convenience centers, these operators are already asking for more help on the weekends at the busy days for the part-time. You know, and I don't see a problem with that. I know it's gonna cost us more money, but this is one of the solid waste the garbage center, the convenience centers is one of the very few things that the taxpayers can see that they're getting for their money. And, you know, and we need to try, and I'm not throwing anything at you, but we need to try as a committee and everybody working together to make them as efficient and the best that we can for our taxpayers. And if it means hiring, you know, part-time people on Saturday and the busy days, then maybe we need to do that, but we can't put those, just like, for instance, I had a call, Danny Ellis's in Charlie's district, about the Stanley Valley. This little old lady going up there trying to get her garbage, a big garbage can over there, she usually just slid it up a compactor, but she couldn't because that comes out. So she was having to physically lift that garbage can up over that, and she wasn't able to hardly do that.
I understand, and the simple answer to that is, it's a compliance issue. And if that little old lady falls in that compactor and it's operating the way it's operating now, somebody's gonna be writing a check.
Well, whose job is it to see that they're they're operating like they're supposed to with push button and hold? Is that this committee's job or is that your job?
Well, that's exactly what I was doing, Rick, is.
No, you was changing things around where they could push the button and leave it alone. You wasn't checking to see if it was a push and hold button.
Push and hold.
Push and hold is what we decided in November that we wanted. Am I correct?
I started in December, Rick,
Yeah, and I understand that.
so,
I understand what you're saying, but maybe you need to go over and run that dump Saturday and hold that button and see what they're going through, instead of sitting there telling what he ought to do. You ought to check it out yourself before you make that road, because it ain't that easy to do.
What did you do, sir? What was your name?
I'm a truck driver, supervisor of the truck driver.
If I ain't mistaken, and I might be wrong, but that's part of Gary Merle's job for the safety part of it. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's the county safety designator. So if it ain't doing what it's supposed to do, I mean, I assume you're supposed to report to him. And he's supposed to check into it, because he's getting paid. It's my understanding, so.
What's the procedure on that, Mayor?
Well, in John's defense, he did come in late in August, and we've talked
I'm
about
not throwing.
it. We've got it worked out now, that's why we brought it before you guys to decide what to do again. And, I'm on board with you guys, I think we need to go to the momentary switch, but, I mean, like I say, it's up to you guys.
Well, one question I have is, those hoppers are pretty good size. And you were talking about maybe needing more help, especially on weekends, Saturdays, at least 2 or 3 of the locations. But every time a vehicle pulls up and throws 2 or 3 bags of trash in there, that operator is not required to go over there and push that back in there. In most cases I've saw, they wait till we get 2/3 full or whatever before they go over there and push that button and push it all back in. They don't have to do it every time a vehicle comes in there, is what I'm saying. But that's what I saw at Carter's Valley. That's where we take our. So it's not like they have to do it every time a vehicle pulls up and throws 2 or 3 bags of trash in.
Chairman Thacker, Mr. Lilly, if I understand it correctly, the OSHA's requirements was to have a direct line view on the compactor. When you hit the button, you're to be looking at the compactor in itself.
yeah, as long as, if they don't have any hoppers on them, that's accurate.
What do you mean you don't have any hoppers?
I mean, if they're set up without hoppers, you have to have a line, you have to be able to see the compactor.
Yes. And that's the way all of them are. I visited Carter's Valley this morning and Stanley Valley. I spoke to probably 15 taxpayers that was emptying their trash, and I had one to say that they didn't have a problem with it. The other one said it needed to be removed. It made it more physically demanding to empty their trash. It's a safety hazard sticking out with traffic going by. And the operators, Jeff, you might be familiar with this, when you get under there to unratchet them and you come up and you bump your head where it's sticking out, but I've not spoken with one person said it didn't matter to them. The other ones have said it shouldn't have never been put on there to start with. They don't understand the purpose of it.
So at $467, how many hoppers are we talking?
We do all of the new compactors?
Yeah,
No.
you don't have to do the old ones, just the new ones.
Just the new ones. The old ones are grandfathered in.
The only, some of the things that, you know, if we give some of the convenience centers part-time help, we're gonna end up giving them all part-time help. And that's just bottom line. I mean, they may say they don't have, right now, they will end up, well, yeah, I need help this weekend, I need help this weekend, and that's my only accord with that. And going back to what Commissioner Atlas had stated there, the direct line of you, you know, if you're pushing that, I mean, we can't sit and actually prove that somebody stuffed the paper in one of those buttons and keeping it running. All they gotta do is just stick a little, a piece of stick or something that they've shaved down, you know, stick it right there. We can't prove they're doing it or not doing it. We can, you know, we can walk in there, you know, whatever. It is what it is, but, you know, if they're sitting right there, and I know it rains, I know it's cold outside and everything else, if they're sitting right there, having to push that button, you know, outside, that will eliminate some of that stuff. I don't personally want to sit out there and do that, and I don't want them boys to have to do it. Was there any other way that we can rearrange things that them guys aren't sitting from here to the back wall from it, so that we are compliant? We don't have to worry about being compliant. It's easy. If they need to jump out, help some little old lady raise her stuff up over top of the back wings as we caught it earlier. I mean, can we revamp anything and rearrange stuff? I mean, I'm just speaking outside the box. Mr. Willie, I don't know. I mean,
It's not in their job description to help anybody with their trash show.
and with that being said, and I was wondering who's gonna say that, with that being said, if it's not in their job description, somebody put the trash over, is it in their job description when somebody says, well, I can't reach that, and I'm just dumping it on the ground right here, who has to pick it up? I mean, I'm just, that's the bottom line.
In the past, they caught a lot.
Well, I mean, you know, if my, and I'll just be honest, if my granny was trying to dump her trash over, and she couldn't pick it over, nobody could help her, if she dumped it on the ground, that'd be somebody else to probably pick it up, and I wouldn't expect my granny to be able to pick it up across there. I don't know. I don't know if she can or can't, basically, and I don't think that you would purposely do anything that would cause anybody to have to do anything that was more stringent than what they could not do. There's gonna be a happy medium somewhere that we're all, everybody's satisfied, and everybody got, like, this gentleman back here was talking about. I've not sat there, and I don't know, you know, I'm sure it's, you know, crazy to have to sit there, you know, and push the button, push the button. Especially, you know, picking up trash here and there, and going through all the other stuff, shutting doors, opening doors, and directing traffic, and I guess when one of them things gets full, and you have to start telling people, go around this, I've been to convenience centers, and it's been packed. And you don't know what to do, and you don't even, as a person driving in there, don't know which way to go. You know, so I've seen it get packed before.
My wife didn't have any problem at Carnegie Valley putting hers in, but ours is just kitchen, household trash, it's not that heavy. But, I have had several complaints, you know, about the hoppers being on there. And you were talking about, you know, maybe writing a big check or being sued. Well, that could happen even with hoppers on there. That could happen.
Well, I think with the hoppers, at least you allowed the county to say that we were OSHA compliant.
What's the best solution? 100%, money aside, if money was not an option, what's the best solution?
Probably
Fix it out.
put an interlock door on there, which is the door that would have to be open, has an electronic lock on it, and shut before the compactor would run.
Because I don't know that business, I don't, that's the reason I'd have to ask you or one of you guys to
Does
say.
that door have to be shut to cycle it before you put any more trash in it?
They had interlocks at Eastern
What is it?
for years, and
No,
nothing
what-
operated until, you know, everything was locked down.
Oh,
Exactly.
You're talking about.
Of course, now that's gonna slow down your,
Slow down and everybody
come
come in
through,
line.
yeah.
and, you know, Charles, Mr. Thacker was saying that, you know, the guys don't have to push the button, but I'm telling you, at Carter Valley on a Saturday, Those cars are bumper to bumper, they pull up, they throw their trash, and the next guy pulls up, they throw their trash. He pretty much has to stand
Push it
there
back.
Yeah,
the entire time.
on
pushing
Saturday, it's usually like that, I agree.
And the Tuesdays like that.
It's
and-
like that,
and
a lot. I think
Fridays.
Rock Hill's like that when I'm out there on the weekend. I think
The operator told me out at Carter's Valley this morning that they had 1,200 vehicles Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yes, sir. And I stood there and helped him, and I hit the button on the outside, standing at the compactor, and all you had to do was hit it, and it took care of itself.
You didn't have to hold it in.
No. And then I brought my trash out on the way down, and I stopped at Waterson's down Valley, put it in, hit the button, and it went on in by itself.
So what is, in my understanding is the new compactors haven't been wired for the pushing hole. It's the new compactors,
No, 113 is, they can push and hold in,
and it's a new compactor.
yes.
But they're all
That's the
supposed
way
to.
all of them are
Two
supposed to
new
be.
ones over, and we got two new ones.
They were supposed to be wired to hold the run.
They just need to be redone, they ain't bored up right, I mean, make like.
If we take these hoppers off, will they still be able to sit in the building, to hold the button, to make it?
If you take them off, it was definitely strict, have to be a push to run situation. They can sit in the building now.
Well, Chairman, on that, on the case, I'll make a motion, we take the hoppers off.
It would be an expense to do that, it'd be about $700 to take them off.
How many is on, John?
Full
Per.
total, I would say total, I'd say take him a day.
I don't want them to have to sit outside and.
I'll say it.
Weather, so
Well,
it's-
I guess my question would be, if it costs $700 to take them off, who approved $4,000 to put them on? I mean, I don't think it went through this committee or full county commission, so who approved the $4,000 to put them on?
I'm just telling you what the cost is gonna be. Mr. Al, I mean, it's if you're gonna hire somebody to do it, that's what it's gonna cost. If
But
you
it
don't
ain't
wanna hire
been, it
somebody
ain't
to
been
take it.
county commission approved.
Well, that's one guy that called
Unless I
me.
missed something. I mean, I don't remember approving.
On Mr. Lilly's defense, if it's in his budget, he's got the right to spend it, the way I understand it. It's not necessarily, I would say that you want to do everything that way, because, you know, there may be some questions arise later, but if it's in his budget, the way I understand everybody, he's got the right to spend it on his defense.
That's exactly right, I agree with you. But it's the courtesy part of letting us know, cause down the road, it's gonna catch you
I
somewhere.
agree with that, but, you know,
So,
he's done nothing against the rules as far as spending the money.
I had one fellow call me this morning, he said he wanted the hoppers taken off also. And one of them, maybe the same lady you were talking about, Dawson.
That lady, I think, I may have talked to, maybe, you go ahead, sorry.
She had a trash can, she couldn't get it up in, she finally did, but she had to struggle to get it over in, to dump her trash. And she brings that trash can, she doesn't bring it in a bag, trash bag. And she had a major problem trying to get it over in. Well, anyway, this fella, he's got a welding shop and all that, he said he could cut them off for $200 per hopper. Which if you got four, that's $800.
Well, I'll just be honest with you, and this needs to be said, I'd hate to think that we have an employee who would not have, whether it's in their job description or not. I'd hate to think that we have an employee of this county that would sit there and let somebody else, whether they were a young person, old person, whatever, put that in there and struggle to do it. If they can't get up and come out of there and help somebody else or out of the city or whatever, like I said, I'm not there, I'm not witnessing and everything else. If we've got an employee that's doing it right there, I would suggest we find somebody to take their place.
Well, I never saw a job description.
We don't have any employees like that.
No, sir.
Good, I hope not.
Mayor, I agree, because I spend quite a bit of time over Stan Valley with Carmel Maddox. That man's out there helping right and left.
Good.
I'll go up to Carter's Valley, Rufus Hayes up there, Rufus was out there this morning helping unload.
Rufus do anything you can't.
Those guys are huge out there,
So I'm like the mayor, I don't think we have employees like that.
those guys out there where I go, Rock Hill, they're Johnny on the spot, they come out, they don't matter if it's me or who it is,
But
they come
I'm
out.
like Commissioner Harrell, I think they need to be removed.
I got a motion on the floor.
Motion.
And I gotta say,
Okay, I have a motion and a second to remove hoppers that's been installed on the compactors at, is it just 3 locations?
3 locations, 4 hoppers.
4 hoppers at 3 locations. I have a move and a second. Mr. Secretary, would you give a roll call?
No comment, question.
No comments.
Oh, sorry.
My question, if we take these off, will we still be compliant with?
We'll have to have the buttons rewired or
No,
or
but-
corrected.
I'm talking about the safety issue, are we gonna be compliant as far as that goes?
We can be if the buttons are rewired.
So it's a button issue rather than a size issue,
Well,
what you said a minute
I
ago.
was thinking when we done this before, they went back and rewired all the new ones back into the building to be a pushing
I
hose.
understand that, but
Now, if they're not doing it that way, that means somebody's got something stuck in it somewhere.
They're all operational from the building or outside.
No, I thought they were all done, that's what we talked about earlier, that they're supposed to be done already.
But
John-
some of them don't have the momentary switch on. And I don't know how many will need to be changed, but some of them will have to be changed. And that's just a simple wiring of the relays inside the
Yeah,
box.
that was a decision we made in November.
Remember? I wouldn't be here for minutes, I remember reading minutes, it's, yeah.
Yeah.
you're saying we still would be compliant,
After the switches are changed.
okay?
On the inside of the building, Mayor.
And the
Let
other
me work on
suggestion
both.
that I might be old enough to say this, is the fact that, we're looking at people and we keep talking about the people that come that can't lift the can. Maybe water those smaller bags. You know, there's always gonna be something brought over there that even my wife, your wife, or whatever, but I'm not gonna send her over there with something that she can't, I know she can't physically put in there. It might be a simple thing of saying, hey, lady, you need to break these down when you come next time. Maybe they don't know that.
I think some of them actually brings the can with them.
Well, that's.
I mean,